Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen. I suppose we do have lady or ladies. Oh, okay. Welcome gentlemen. We brought you here today just to take stock as to where we came from as a CLG project, where we are and where we are headed. Let me first start with where we came from. 2017, when this government came into being, we at Transco CLG, the agency responsible to implement the CLG project, we clearly engaged the government of President George Manawiya, the pro-pool policy agenda, development agenda. Part of that pro-pool development agenda was a top key priority, which is the electricity. As you all may be aware, the CLG project is an interconnection project linking 4 countries, 1,303 kilometers, linking Cote d'Ivoire from Man all the way to Yekepa in Liberia, from Yekepa to Buchanan, from Buchanan to Mankofi, Mankofi to Bowaterside, from Bowaterside all the way crossing Sierra Leone into Guinea. But let me concentrate first in Liberia. From Man in Cote d'Ivoire, there where the initial supply of electricity will be coming from to Yekepa. There is a 225 kV substation in Yekepa. What does it mean? It's a connection point where the LEC will be connecting to our substation to supply electricity to people of Nimba and beyond. Then from there we will connect to Botota. Botota substation will be there for central Liberia, going to southeastern Liberia, and also to the north in Lofa, Bon, as far as the southeastern for Botota. There is a substation there. Then from Botota we are going straightly to Buchanan, Grand Bassa. Buchanan substation will be there to connect the people of Grand Bassa County, Riverside County, as well as some part of Magibi. From Buchanan we come to Mankofi, which we are now today. This Mankofi substation is the biggest among the CLG substations in 4 countries. The Mankofi substation. This is mainly there for Monserrado. Given the population density of Monserrado, will be there to supply Monserrado. So if you look at the back there is a substation owned by the Liberian government, LEC. We will be connecting with the LEC substation to supply Monserrado County. Then from here, we also have a substation in Mano. That substation is meant to be connected to supply the inhabitants of Bapolu, Bomi, and Cape Town County. That's how the CLG project was structured. So when a new government came into place, part of their pro-pool agenda, electricity was a key priority, as I said from the beginning. So we work with the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Energy to ensure that nothing stops. It becomes government of continuity. And what do I mean by that? We needed to fund additional financing for the project because due to the Ebola crisis, when the Ebola was over, there was additional costs to the project, approximately 52 million. So we needed to get that money quickly. Minister Tour and his team immediately joined collaboration with us. We fought hard, negotiated with the relevant stakeholders, including the donors. The donors in this sense is the World Bank that provided the additional financing. So we went about to get that additional financing. It was signed and ratified in the legislature. So the minister led the whole process. We went to the legislature, we signed it. That gave life to the project. And at that time, the physical implementation, everything here was at the flow. The entire project in Liberia was about close to 20% physical implementation. And I'm proud to say now, where we are closely around 97% completion from Man all the way to this particular substation. And if you take it to Bowaterside, you will be around that 95-96% complete. So that's a significant improvement in terms of the efforts we've made to ensure that the project is implemented in the schedule, according to the schedule. So that's number one. Number two, what is the relevance of this project? The relevance of the project is part of the ABC of development. As you all may be aware, electricity is so important for farm to market road, for schools, hospitals. So part of the project we have what we call rural electrification. Rural electrification's aspect of the project, it means you have 2 to 5 kilometers apart, both sides of the project. All the villages are along the way, from Nimba all the way to the Cape Man side. Every village along that route, once you are 5 kilometers apart, both sides electrified. And this component is financed by the African Development Bank. So the CLG project is financed by 4 donors: the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the German Development Bank, the KfW, and the European Investment Bank. In Liberia, the African Development Bank is financing the rural electrification component, as well as the land linking from Ma all the way to Yekepa to Zirikuri. Then the World Bank is financing from Yekepa to Buchanan, from Buchanan to Mankofi, Mankofi to the border of Sierra Leone. The World Bank is financing that. The KfW is financing the substation at the Mankofi, the substation in Buchanan, the substation in Yekepa, the substation in Botuta, and the substation at the Mano. So by the time we begin commissioning, the good news now is beginning next month, the end of February, we will begin commissioning the line. That's the good news. And that's why what does that mean for the ordinary people? It means currently when you are paying something like 30 cents or 37 cents, that will be significantly reduced, making electricity affordable, not just affordable, but reliable to the ordinary people, meaning that students will be able to read, go to school, health centers will have electricity to run their hospitals, market women will be able to store their produce through the refrigerator. They don't need to damage their product or make it cheap for fear that no storage facility and so forth. So these are the things, and businesses that are coming, foreign direct investment that are coming into the country, they will have hope, they will have the belief as they enter into Liberia, cost of production certainly will be reduced. Because as it is now, cost of production should constitute more than 50% of production in this country. So if you have reliable, affordable electricity coming into the country, that in itself is a boost not just to economic growth or to economic development. There where we are. And again, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to the government of Liberia for their unflinching support and continued support to the CLG project. We've not finished yet. We are still moving. But we are at a stage where very close to the tunnel. And that's why I told the Minister of Finance yesterday that, Mr. Minister, thank you so much, but the job is not done yet. We have to push it to the finish line. And that's why he's developed what we call a one-stop shop solution, bringing LEC, Transco, other stakeholders, everything to the same table. One place, we address all the issues so that come next month, we will achieve what we all yearning for. That is to start commissioning end of February. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to quickly brief you on that. I will take you on a tour so that you can clearly see the physical infrastructure. It's no longer theory. It's no longer what you see maybe in movie or movies. This is the practical substation that you are seeing. The pre-testing concluded. It's ready to be energized. What is really going on now, the connection between this substation and that other substation will delay or a little bit a week or so. But hopefully next month we should be able to commission and connect to the Mankofi. So I will stop here and continue for any questions. Okay.